ladies and gentlemen, Lonzo Ball, if paired with Mitchell Robinson, you understand, if the Chicago Bulls are somewhere how to acquire him, you know, I'm telling you, it's going to pay extreme dividends, ladies and gentlemen, because Mitchell Robinson, I'm telling you, he's just going to add a complete dynamic. He is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Chicago Bulls. A lot of issues that they dealt with this season, Mitchell Robinson eradicates all of it. You understand? He's a quick fix, you understand? And if healthy, this guy could be your long-term solution. It's always going to be about health with this guy. But I tell you what, Mitchell Robinson with Lonzo will reach never before seen heights, you know, that he never reached, you know, with the New York Knicks, you know, and that's for numerous occasions. There was a lot of issues to why Mitch didn't get to hit where he was supposed to get to. You know, the team didn't really do whatever it should have, didn't maximize his time. It's still not over. The Knicks will still be diligently eyeballing his contract this offseason, maybe bringing him back. But I'm here to tell you this. Let's just look at it right quick for a second. Mitchell Robinson, he's not the guy that's going to give you monster numbers, you understand? Occasionally, you might look up Mitch got 20 or something. He's more like a rhythm, you know, kind of player. A guy like Lonzo could make this guy easily a double-double guy every single night. Mitch put up 8 rebounds, ladies and gentlemen, this season, and I think his field goal percentage was in damn near 70-something%, you know, from the field, obviously due to all his shots being put back and dunks. And Mitch has shown that he can take it out a little bit and hit a little 10-15 footer, you know, so that adds more versatility to his game. But the Bulls, they need a guy like this in the interior because, yo, last season that just passed, man, it was fool's gold. It was open season. You had people walking in for layups. You understand? Mitchell Robinson clears all of that shit up. You understand? Lonzo Ball put up 13 points, 5 and 5. Ladies and gentlemen, the man missed a fraction of the season, y'all. You know, prior to him going down, Lonzo was on the up and up. Those numbers were going up, ladies and gentlemen. It would have not have surprised me one bit by the end of the season. Lonzo put up at least 16, maybe anywhere from 7 and 7, the way he was rolling. The man was really picking things up, and that's just being modest. It could have been more than that. You understand? I'm just throwing a little bit out there, just a safe number. You understand? But where I'm going with this is all of those numbers were increasing, and y'all know it. You understand? Because we all seen it. You understand? We all got the same set of eyes. You know, we all watching the same game. You know, and Lonzo Ball was definitely on the up and ups. Could you imagine the lobs? You understand that could be, you know, generated between Lonzo and Mitchell Robinson. You understand? The pick and roll would just be deadly. You know, it just adds a different dynamic that opposed to what you have already in Vucevic and Patrick Williams. This guy, Mitchell Robinson, when healthy, is a freak of nature. You understand? Especially athletically. I mean, the man blocks shots. The man is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Chicago Bulls, and you could get him for the cheap. You understand? Mitchell Robinson right now, you could get him for the low. I'm not sure how much, but opposed to guys like Rudy Gobert, other bigs that may be out there, that's going to cost you, you know, assets and huge money. You understand? Mitch, he can give you what these guys can give you at a smaller rate. You know, now let's see if the Chicago Bulls can get it done. We all know things did not work out up there in New York, you know, with Mitchell Robinson, even though it's not over. You know, it's not Mitchell Robinson's fault why it didn't work out. Like I stated, it was injuries, and there's a large part of the New York Knicks, you know, they're one of the most dysfunctional organizations, you know, at times, you know, and they definitely showed their dysfunction, you know, because Mitch, in any other situation, I think would have blossomed. You know, I would love to see him out there in Chicago, you know, because I think he alleviates a lot of heat off of Vucevic. You know, mind you, Vucevic, even though people consider him soft or maybe a pushover, the man put up 11 rebounds himself. You understand? You put a Mitchell Robinson next to a Vucevic, it gives Vucevic extra added security. You understand? And that way Vooch could do his thing. You make your team very deadly. Let's be real. Vooch want to be on the perimeter. You understand? Vooch is not the guy of the Orlando who want to sit there and bang and post. He don't do that no more. Vooch want to play the perimeter. So if you know you got this situation that you're dealing with, Vooch making big money. I don't know if you're going to be able to unload Vooch. You understand? But if you know you got a situation where you got another 7-footer that just want to play the perimeter, you got to get a guy that's ready to play the interior. And Mitchell Robinson is the answer. You understand? Is the answer, and he is the perfect player to be paired with Lonzo and clear up all of the dirty work and all of the errors that Vucevic is bringing to you. Because Vucevic, I'm telling you, he lost us a lot of games, the Chicago Bulls this season. You know, with just his lackluster defense on the interior. You know, it almost was like the teams were hunting him in pick and roll situations. Ladies and gentlemen, Mitchell Robinson, he moved his feet. He can go out there and guard some perimeter players. Not to say that's what we want him doing every time down, but he's a much better, you know, he shuffles his feet much better. He has much more listen, the man is just a better defender than Vucevic. We don't got to go through all the avenues or this, that, and the third. They don't even need to be in the same breath, you know, defensively. You know, between any of these bigs that you got on this roster, when you discussing Mitchell Robinson, I'm just telling you, it's just a different level of defensive intensity. Mind you, the man is coming from the Thibodeau system, you know, where defense is being preached, so he will be rolling into Chicago with defense on his mind, you know, knowing that's what you bring. I think Chicago, they tried to get Tristan Thompson, they tried to shore up, do a little quick fixes, but it just wasn't what the doctor ordered. You know, y'all let me know in your humble opinion. Me personally, I think this is a match made in heaven, man. This has to happen. You know, the Bulls don't necessarily need a home run. You just need to maybe get some shooting, you know, and possibly shore up this center position where, you know, people ain't just walking in the paint. You know, you lost a lot of games to some tough teams last year, you know, a lot of the good teams, you know, and a lot of these good teams, I remember, they were just walking in for layups, you know. It's like, it's crazy. You know, you cannot have that. And I like the situation, the point of attack. Let's say all guys are healthy. Let's be real. The Chicago Bulls could have been in the conference finals this season easily. You know, this dynamic with Mitchell Robinson and Lonzo Ball gives Lonzo Ball to be the point of attack on defense, okay? He's going to be the first line of defense, you understand? And look who you got behind you. You understand? Ain't no more Vucevic, you understand? You know, behind you. Now, Lonzo, he could be leading people into the paint to go meet Mitchell Robinson. And, you know, Mitchell Robinson, he ain't playing nice. You understand? You liable to get put on your ass, you understand? And definitely get your shit swatted into the first or second stands. You understand? So, I mean, we're just going to leave it at that, man. You know, Lonzo Ball will take Mitchell Robinson to never-before-seen heights with the Chicago Bulls, you know, and he could not reach this with the New York Knicks. You know, it was a lot of circumstances, you know, a lot of egos, you know, a lot went in play. But let's see what happens the future of Mitchell Robinson. I think a lot of teams will have their eyes on him. They know what he can bring. He is the answer to all. And I'm not going to say all, to most of the problems that the Chicago Bulls are dealing with. Health is the only key. Health is the key. It's Flight Sports TV.